Hey, what's up? What's up, Mr. Campbell? Talk to me.
Man, I got a lot of stuff to cover. I'm going to try to get through it. Okay. First of all, we have got to stop with this apples and oranges comparison about the SEC and this. But I'm going to tell you this, because I keep trying to tell them, I'm going to have to educate some young folks on here. Stop acting like the SEC is the God all, the give all, or making money. Because I'm going to tell you something. When people do business deals, it is about the demographics, folks. It is about the demographic that you're serving. The SEC serves a very poor people footprint, the poorest states in the union. So let me give you a perfect example. Everybody like the SEC is getting $300 million a year. Guess what the Big Ten is getting ready to announce? They're going to get $1 billion a year. They just announced that for their schools. Their contract, $1 billion. You know why? Because in the Midwest, those people make more money. They buy more things. They have more disposable income. So stop with the SEC. People do deals based off a demo. So now let's go to the demo of why I've always said the SWAC should be at least worth 10% the SEC deal. Anybody can Google this. Go Google the white paper, the black buying dollar. The educated black buying dollar. We over-index on everything. On insurance, luxury items, travel, homes, all of that. Why do you guys think Home Depot every year pimps us every year for retool your school and give us $25,000 when they get the whole HBCU database? They get the whole HBCU database. And guess what? As soon as you get on social media, guess what you're getting? You're getting geo-targeted. Because they know that you, as a college-educated black person, is more likely to own a home than an uneducated white person. That is a fact. You are more likely to buy a luxury car than an uneducated white person. So do not act like we do not have value. We do. This is a fact. So you're not going to tell me when I see constantly, and the NBA has used this, NBA over-indexes of black consumers. They ain't got no problem getting sponsorships. The problem with the SWAC offices, they are not going out, hitting these companies up and saying, this is the demographic we have. They are not doing it. That is laziness on the SWAC office. And I heard my brother, and I agree with talking about season tickets. But let me tell y'all something about black people. And I'm going to speak about me in Atlanta. Mary J. Blige just is coming to Atlanta. You know how much those tickets are on the floor? $628. Guess what? It's sold out. You know who's buying those tickets? Ain't no white people. Those are educated black people. I flew all the way to Chicago to see New Edition. Me and my friend. You know how much I paid for those tickets, those seats, close seats? $300 a piece. And I didn't blink. So we have to understand what our demographic power is. And what Charles McClellan has done is constantly undersold our black buying dollar and our demo. That's the issue. So no, the SWAC is worth more than $1 million a school because the advertisers that target us know that. Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Allstate, State Farm. This ain't me talking. This is all you guys that say. You can Google all of this. This is all facts. So stop selling yourself short when these white folks keep telling you your value is worthless, and then Coach Green, as he showed out, that these other colleges are not even close. Because the power of this alumni has been proven. So if you got 12 schools where you got the average person making X amount of dollars, you go to those people. What do we talk about beats? Who do you think put beats on the map? Wasn't white kids. It was black kids.
Black.
Who do you think put Jordans on the map? Wasn't white kids. It was black kids. So please, let's stop acting like we don't make major money for people. This is ridiculous. And for him to sit back and negotiate these undervalued deals, well, I can show him, like I say, in research after research of the value of my dollar to insurance companies, to car companies, to travel companies. My dollar. $600 people paying to see Mary J. Those are the people that are SWAC alumni. So we got to stop this. And if for anybody to sit back and think that Byron Allen is going to give the SWAC $120 million over 10 years, stop it. Stop it. That is ridiculous. And that is a bold-faced lie. It is not happening. So again, why are we not talking to Apple TV, who's looking for content? Why are we not talking to Amazon, who's looking for content? Because I tell you what, I guarantee all these jokers on here got Amazon Prime. All y'all asses got Amazon Prime.
Facts.
They know what you all are buying.
Facts.
Every black person I know got Amazon Prime. I finally got Amazon Prime. I was probably the last black person that did not have Amazon Prime. I finally got it. I said, shit, I see why y'all get it. Y'all get y'all shit in 2 days. They know everything I'm buying and looking at. They know my demo. They know my credit rating. This is what Charles McClellan needs to bring to the table to these companies. But if somebody goes and tells you that you're worthless, guess what you feel? You feel worthless.
Hey, Mr. Campbell, Blue said, if you could negotiate the SWAC TV deal, what would you ask for?
Well, see, I'm with, there's no way I'm doing, see, again, for the SWAC, I'm not doing a 10-year deal. Unless, again, it's like the Big Ten, and I'm getting where I believe, because see, everything is about worth.
Yeah.
That's why I've always said, I've always used the number, we should be getting at least between 5 and 10% what the SEC is getting. So the SEC is getting $300 million. We got to be worth 10%, man. That's $30 million right there.
Mm-hmm. And that's per year.
Per year.
Per year.
You gonna tell me my black body and my black buying dollar is not worth 10% of the SEC? Come on, man. Come on. I can prove that I'm worth that because of what I'm doing with my insurance, with the house I'm buying, with the cars I'm buying. So we should be, that is the baseline. The baseline for McClellan should be 15 to 30 million a year, period. And you can't tell me you can't prove that. Because again, what happens is access. Because we can't deny FAMU and Jackson State on TV beat everybody on TV that weekend based on percentage. When we get better players, guess what? More people watch. Because, Scotty, me and you made a point. So we know for a fact. Let's take Alabama and Auburn. Now, those are good schools. Mm-hmm. But they ain't great schools. They're good schools for what they do. But I tell you what, more people will go watch that football game than Harvard and Yale. Everybody knows Harvard and Yale owns the United States. Politically and money. People watch because they want to see talent. If we get more talent, then guess what? We'll have more people to watch. Mm-hmm. That's what this is all about. We've got to acquire the talent. More people will watch. Then you can negotiate a better deal. That's why it's just now starting off. We haven't had the talent worth watching. But I tell you what, people want to see Travis Hunter. People want to see all those guys transferred down there to Grambling. There is a new energy of people wanting to watch content. Because if you don't believe it, look at all the pimp moves that ESPN Plus did and all of us buying ESPN Plus to see our teams. Mm-hmm. I hadn't watched ESPN Plus forever to watch FAMU until the last 2 years. That is true money that they can see. If I'm McClellan, I'm going to ESPN and say, I want you to tell me in these zip codes how many people are ESPN Plus subscribers. Because you can start drilling down how many of those folks is black just by zip codes. He could go to them and say, show me that. And I guarantee you those black people are over-indexing on ESPN Plus compared to their same white counterparts. This is how you negotiate deals, man. This is the way you do this. The NBA does it every year. They understand their demo. And they go out and get those deals.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Campbell. Is there a possibility because of these, let's say these let's keep it like this. Let's say in the next year, the SWAC does away with playing PWIs for out of conference, and they say, yo, we just going SWAC crazy. We just everything is SWAC out of conference games or whatever. For those out of conference games that are technically conference games, could couldn't, like the same way that McClellan wanted to do the SWAC Classic, could he go to a Beats to do a Beats Classic? Could he go to Google to do a Google Classic? Could he go to Microsoft and do a Microsoft Classic, to where now they're paying you $5 or $6 million just to put the, like, hey, that's y'all money, and then we recoup whatever happens with the game? Like, is there any possible way that they can start doing stuff like that?
See, that's the whole thing. And I'm gonna use Home Depot again. Home Depot has a retool your school that gets the whole black HBCU database, social media wise. Why the hell is McClellan not sitting right there on the doorstep in Atlanta saying, y'all still in our database, I need y'all to sponsor all these games? That should be the first people he should be targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Because Home Depot ain't giving a shit.
Yeah, they already partnered with HBCU schools.
Already. And making millions off of us. Millions off that free database. So that's the thing about it. But see, it's very easy for him to sign a deal with Pepsi. Because the dude from Pepsi is his boy. It's very easy to go sign a deal because that means you don't have to work hard. Hey, man, you got to hustle, bro. I want to hear the hustle from the commissioner. Because there's no way that the commissioner should not have a list of the top 20 companies that interact with the black consumer, and all 20 of those companies are not sponsors for the SWAC. Because he could go to every one of them and say, look at all these Escalades black folks is buying. Cadillac, y'all need to be right here. Look at all these trips that y'all are taking on Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines, you need to sponsor the SWAC teams so they can fly back and forth. Or give us a cut rate discount.
Mm-hmm.
See, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why don't we have an airline partner? But I tell you one thing, when all these black folks get ready to take their ass down to Essence Festival and jump on these planes and they charge their ass triple the fee, they ain't gonna have no problem. They know where y'all flying to. Y'all going all down to Cancun, Puerto Rico, Mexico. Why we don't have airline partners? That makes no sense.
And the crazy thing is, the person at Jackson State that helped him with the Orange Blossom Classic, I don't know if it was Southwest or Delta. He was an HBCU graduate. I think he went to Fisk. Right.
Yeah, exactly. That guy. No, I think it was. I want to say it was a American or Delta.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and he was like either a Fisk graduate or Tuskegee graduate, something like that.
And got them dudes extra planes, and got those boys down there. That's exactly. You have got to put your hammer down when people are taking your money. You shouldn't beg people to take your money. They should be happy to take your money. So exactly that. So you know what he did? And this was the thing about it, what was so funny about it. He flew Jackson State down there for free, but then you remember the video, but we're going to add some extra flights from Jackson. Those people paid for those flights, man. Mm-hmm. That wasn't a free flight. That was good business for him. He saw that they were going to have all these people flying out of the state of Mississippi going to Miami. Let's add more flights. All they did was make more money. This is how simple this is. They should have partnerships with all these schools and going, hey, you know what? If you're a Southern guy and you're flying down to New Orleans for the Bayou Classic, here, use this coupon code, blah, 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 and get 5% off. And guess what black people do? They'll do it.
They'll use it.
They'll use it.
Because they were going to go anyway.
They were going to go anyway. Exactly. And then guess what? As soon as your ass land, because they're going to see the credit card that you use, you're going to get all these offers to take vacations all over the world. And then you go, oh, man, you know what? I get 5% off of this vacation. Let me take my ass on. This is how that works. But what we're doing, we constantly are losing because, again, what did the commissioner say? Y'all laughing, talking about the Cowboy Classic, blah, blah, blah. You didn't even look. You didn't even check. But I can tell you what I do know. I know that damn SWAC class is not happening because the money's not there. How about that? That's free. We're not going to charge you for that. So instead of criticizing people, how about being creative with the people that are your constituents that are SWAC alums and saying, how can we put this together to sell a better package? See, this is how this works. So I want all of us to think about, again, as a look, all the money that you're spending on all these companies. And you should write your school and say, hey, I'm spending money X, Y, Z. Why are they not sponsoring us? They sponsor everything else. I'll give you all a quick story and I'm going to let it go.
All right.
My mother worked at State Farm. 40-some years. And State Farm will sponsor Mississippi State and Ole Miss. You know, they have this nice stuff and everything. So the black people, State Farm was like, hold on. Y'all do know the majority of the people that y'all overcharge are black. Y'all need to be sponsored JSU. You know what State Farm did? Yeah, you're right. And then they start sponsoring JSU. Just that simple. Because they don't want to lose money. You can go to these businesses and challenge them. This is all facts, man. But what is McClellan doing? He sits back and takes the easiest route. Because you know the HBCU go? That's the easy route for him. Him and Byron Allen, they go to Vegas, they drink liquor. He say, Byron, you can come sit in the suite with me in the Celebration Bowl, and you can go ahead and screw us for the next 10 years. And Byron's like, yeah, thank you. I love screwing y'all. Because y'all got the fat, thick 38 booties down there. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. So that's what we got to do, man. We got to be smart with who and what we're doing when we're marketing our brand. Because we're not smart with it at all. So that's it, bro. I just want to put that out there because people got to understand the numbers and the power of our demographic. I'm not making this up. This is all, like they say, right down the World Wide Web. And again, people look at the demos and see. That's why the Big Ten is getting $1 billion and the SEC is only getting $300 million. Because those folks make triple the money in Ohio and in Michigan and Illinois than Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, and Tennessee, and South Carolina. Because those are poor states. They don't buy stuff. They don't have extra money. So there you go, man. Great show, bro.
Hey, appreciate the call, Mr. Campbell.